was a matter of A, finding the right thing, and B, I do have a hesitancy about jumping into something where I'm going to be playing the same role for a long time. So when this came up and it was an anthology series and we have the chance to start fresh every year, essentially the offer was, here's one of your favourite writers, Simon Rich. How would you feel about him creating a new show every year which you get to be a part of? So, when you put it like that, it's like it feels like I'm signing on to do 3 long films rather than sort of a TV series with one character the whole time. Craig's somebody who is sort of the fear of failure stops him from trying on some of the bigger stuff, and he's been burned in the past, I think, by answering something and it's then taken on a sort of butterfly effect and other things have gone wrong. So he mainly sticks to like low-level stuff like find lost keys, missing gloves, things that are achievable that make tiny differences, but he is helpful in tiny ways in people's lives that they would never sort of notice. In the first episode, he meets Eliza, who is front-footed and confident and assertive and wants to really make a difference. So she, forces Craig to confront his own natural sort of timidity and actually get over that in order to solve the problem of the series later in the thing. And Craig, by the same token, kind of sometimes you see how Craig's ultra-cautious behaviour is actually the right tack to take, and sometimes Eliza needs reining in from her super assertive ways. But so they complement each other really well. First of all, as a person to work with, Steve is just a complete class act and delightful person and a good person, hardworking, and he cares about, he's not somebody that he's not going to just turn up and be like, okay, cool, this is funny, I'll just learn. He works on the scenes with all of us, and when you see this God, you'll be like, oh, that's not the God I wanted. But he is, in spite of that, I think is very, very charming and endearing. It's so much fun, and for me, that's the challenge of doing a drama, is keeping up that level of intensity. The challenge of a comedy is about playfulness and precision, I think, and so it's got its own challenges, but it's, I don't get covered in blood at any point in this. I don't get covered in actually I do. I have a fairly muddy scene coming up, but not like I've crawled through mud in 2 separate endings to films now, sort of 2.5. So yeah, it's nice not to do any of that and just get to come in and wear sort of normal clothes every day, and yeah, it's great.